the body's hidden switches. Reclaim your power over pain. TCM says, the spleen and stomach are the foundation of postnatal life. Many young people today rely on takeout and cold drinks, leaving the spleen and stomach in a long-term state of cold dampness accumulation. Using my earlier analogy, it is as if the spleen-stomach's power system is filled with silt. The machine can't turn, so it naturally strikes and spasms. The switch to find here is Zhuzhanli C36, leg 3 miles. The ancients said, to stay well, keep Zhuzhanli from drying. It is on the outer side of the lower leg, 3 inches below Dubis 35. Knees nose, finding it is simple. Cover your kneecap with the palm of your hand. Fingers together, pointing down. The point is just lateral to where the tip of your middle finger touches. Zhuzhanli is the longevity point of the stomach meridian and a major pain relief point. For spasmodic stomach pain, pressing Zhuzhanli requires a certain rhythm. Press about 20 times per minute, with each press eliciting a clear sore distension sensation radiating to the ankle. Physiologically, this bidirectionally regulates gastrointestinal motility, slowing it down if it is too fast, boosting it if it is too slow. For women's dysmenorrhea, the point is Sanyinjiao SP6 3-yin intersection. It is 3 inches above the tip of the inner ankle bone, just behind the tibia. This is the meeting point of the liver, spleen, and kidney yin meridians. During dysmenorrhea, use your thumb to press and knead Sanyinjiao clockwise, with enough pressure to reach the bone surface. For 5 minutes on each side. Simultaneously, you can drink a cup of hot ginger and brown sugar water. Use old ginger. 5 slices with the skin on, as ginger peel promotes urination. Plus 15 g brown sugar. Boil, then simmer for 3 minutes. This combined internal-external method can quickly warm the uterus and dissolve congealed cold. We've discussed many techniques. Finally, I'd like to elevate the conversation and talk about the mind principle of TCM. The ancients said, medicine supplements are not as good as food supplements. Food supplements are not as good as spirit supplements. All pain is essentially an alarm from your body. It is telling you you are tired, you are anxious, or you are pushing life too hard. In TCM, the heart governs the spirit. Once heart fire stirs, all meridians boil. Much chronic pain is actually the somatization of emotions. When you are under prolonged stress, the body's sympathetic nervous system remains in a state of excitement, and muscles stay in a state of invisible spasm. Over time, this spasm turns into nodules, into blockages. Therefore, the best painkiller is actually inner tranquility. When you press an acupoint, don't do it with resentment or impatience, but with awareness and compassion for your own body. Imagine your breath following your fingertip, flowing into that painful spot, dissolving and melting it away. An old TCM doctor once told me, healing is 30% reliant on needles and medicine, 70% on nurturing the qi. This qi is your love for life and your harmony with nature. Don't eat cold food late at night. Don't make major decisions in anger. And don't let your spine bear greed beyond its capacity. Today's sharing is drawing to a close. We've moved from discussing gallbladder meridian treatment for migraines to bladder meridian regulation for back pain, to the pain relief switches of the spleen and stomach meridians. Each acupoint is essentially a self-rescue kit left to us by the ancient sages. I hope you can apply these methods in your life, not just let them sit quietly in your collection. You can try pressing your hegu or zuzanli right now, feeling the refreshing sensation after the soreness and distension. If you have any questions about finding the acupoints accurately or regarding specific symptoms, please leave a comment below. I will select representative questions for in-depth answers in the next video. Finally, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I will continue to deconstruct the underlying logic of TCM for you, combining robust science with elegant wisdom to guide you in re-understanding this body that carries the soul. Medicine supplements are not as good as food supplements. Food supplements are not as good as spirit supplements. May your meridians be clear, your chi and blood abundant, and may you stay free from the troubles of pain henceforth. See you next time. Epilogue. The practitioner's heart, what you just heard, comes from my heart as a TCM evangelist. In truth, the depth of TCM extends far beyond this. In future sessions, I have prepared in-depth analyses on insomnia, anxiety, and various sub-health conditions. For example, how to improve sleep quality by regulating the interaction between the heart and kidneys, and how to use the 5 elements theory to balance workplace stress. If you want to learn this knowledge more systematically, not just fragmented bits about a few acupoints, please let me know in the comments or follow my column. Based on your needs, I will develop a comprehensive TCM health preservation courses tailored to contemporary lifestyles. Remember, your body is smarter than you think. It possesses a powerful self-healing ability. What I do is simply help you find the key to unlock that self-healing door. Once again, thank you all for watching, liking, and sharing. I am your TCM evangelist. Together, let's bring TCM into life and make health accessible. See you in the next video, meditation and invitation. Good. Now, let's calm our hearts and take 3 deep breaths. Close your eyes. Feel your qi and blood flowing throughout your body. From the Baihui point at the crown of your head to the Yangquan point on the soles of your feet, every meridian becomes clear and light with your breath. Pain is receding. Strength is returning. Wishing everyone physical well-being and a clear spirit. Want to know how to completely improve your allergic constitution through diet? Want to understand why your knees feel cold every winter? Subscribe to me. Exciting content will be delivered on time next time. Text continues here to ensure depth and density, exploring the intersection of TCM and modern neuroscience. Let's talk a little more about the art of pressure. Many friends, when massaging acupoints, either apply too little pressure, like tickling, failing to stimulate the nerve endings, or too much, even bruising the skin, which can cause local tissue damage and create new blood stasis. Authentic TCM technique emphasizes penetrating force. It means your force doesn't just stay on the skin surface, but penetrates through the muscles, through the fascia, acting on the bone crevices and nerve plexuses. This requires you to relax your shoulders. Let the force originate from the ground, travel up through your arms, and be transmitted to your fingertips. When you press down and feel a deep, even somewhat unbearable soreness and distension, hold it, coordinating with a long exhalation. This pressure can induce the local release of adenosine, a powerful endogenous pain-relieving substance, at the same time. Regarding moxibustion, if you find pressing too tiring, moxibustion is another excellent choice. The penetrating power of moxa smoke and the medicinal properties of mugwort, transmitted through heat into the acupoints, are especially effective against that cold pain or chilly pain. For example, lower back pain patients can use suspended moxibustion on the Yaoyangguan point. Keep the moxa stick about 3 centimeters from the skin, with a sensation of warmth but not burning pain for 15 minutes each time. This is called warming the meridians to dispel cold, essentially using far infrared wavelengths to improve the metabolism of deep tissues. In terms of diet, I want to add an extra point. Many people only know to take medicine for pain relief, not realizing that many foods themselves are natural pain relievers. For instance, gingerol in ginger has a mechanism of action similar to nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Anthocyanins in cherries can significantly lower uric acid and relieve joint pain. TCM talks about food and medicine sharing the same source. It is not about treating food as medicine, but about building your body's defensive barriers through reasonable combinations in your daily 3 meals. If you are someone with long-term headaches accompanied by cold hands and feet, try cooking a bowl of dangui ginger mutton soup in the morning. This is a famous formula from Zhang Zhongjing's synopsis of the Golden Chamber. Dangui nourishes blood, ginger dispels cold, and mutton warms yang. This isn't just about pain relief, it is about setting right what has been thrown into disorder in your body, addressing the root cause of pain from malnourishment. The specific measurements are dangui 15g, ginger 30g, mutton
The body's
500g.
hidden switches.
Cut the mutton
Reclaim
into
your
chunks,
power over pain.
blanch.
TCM
Then
says
stew with
the
the
spleen
dangui
and
ginger
stomach are
until
the
thoroughly
foundation
cooked.
of postnatal
Remember,
life.
drink the
Many
soup
young
and
people
eat the
today
meat.
rely on takeout
Once a
and
week,
cold
persist
drinks,
through a winter,
leaving the
and you'll
spleen
find
and
not only
stomach
fewer
in a
headaches, but
long-term
also a
state of
radiant
cold
complexion.
dampness accumulation.
The amount of
Using my
information
earlier
today is
analogy,
truly
it's
substantial.
as if the
6,000 words
spleen-stomach's
of
power
essence condensed
system is
into this
filled with
conversation.
silt.
If you've
The
listened this
machine
far,
can't
it
turn,
shows you are someone
so
who
it
truly cares
naturally
about your own
strikes
health.
and
Don't forget to
spasms.
follow.
The switch
Next
to
time,
find
we
here
will
is
reveal
Susan Lee
how to
Street
lower blood pressure in
36,
3 minutes
leg
by
3
massaging
miles.
the ears.
The ancients
It is
said,
yet another
to
piece of
stay
build
well,
in human
keep
black
Susan
technology.
Lee from
Once
drying.
again,
It's
wishing
on
you
the outer
all
side of the
body
lower
clear,
leg, 3
chi
inches
clear,
below
heart clear.
Doobie Street
See you next time.
35.